quirky build is this picture frame. My wife wanted me to make for her. She bought this print of Mary and Jesus, which is kind of appropriate since tomorrow's Christmas. So this was a Christmas gift for her. What I didn't want to do is I just didn't want to build any old frame. Technically it is any old frame, but I wanted to give it a little different look. I wanted to give it a distressed look. So I'll show you how I did that. The frame construction is pretty standard. I made some rabbets, ran it through a router table, made some rabbets to hold the, to recess an area for the imaging glass. I cut some miters, and what I like to do is I like to take the miters, cut two miters, put them together, and take the actual image or photo or whatever it is, put it in there, and mark it so it gets a perfect size every time. So that's how I do that. And then I just assembled it with biscuits on the corners, small little biscuits. And I held it all together, glued it up and held it all together with this band clamp. Not band camp, but band clamp. And what was all together, then it comes to distressing part. I've distressed wood a couple different ways. This is a way that it seems to work well for me. I use a chain. I take some old chain, try to get the oil off of it because chains are often oily. Throw the chain down at the piece and just beat it up. Just let the chain do the work, whack it a few times, throw it a few times. And then I take my hammer and ding up the corners a little bit more, put some little more sharp edges to it. Then I think I just drop the frame a few times just on the corners just to beat it up. And that's that's half of the equation. The other half is to really make you can't, from a distance, you won't be able to see the distressed parts if you don't make them pop a little bit, and that's where the staining comes in. So when you put on your stain, you want to put it on fairly thick and maybe let it sit a little bit longer than you normally would, and let those recessed areas really soak it in. And when you wipe off the stain, try not to get all of it out of those recessed areas, because you want those recessed areas to be darker, because that's what makes them pop. So, pretty average frame construction, but the distressing part of it turned out pretty well. And the color of the stain is like a gunstock stain, and I just picked it because I tried a few samples, and the one that looked best with this image is the one I picked, and this is the one. Turned out pretty nice. I'm going to wrap it up and give it to her for Christmas. So that's it for this quirky build. If you like this, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.